Today we will be talking about 12 weird symptoms of liver damage. Understanding these signs is really important because your liver, given the right care, has an amazing ability to completely repair itself. Today, it's estimated that a staggering 30% of the global population are facing liver issues, and what's more alarming is the steady rise in these numbers. Most people think it's just excessive alcohol that harms the liver. But in reality, our modern diets and lifestyles play a big role. Eating too many processed foods, those with hidden sugars and unhealthy fats, can harm liver function over time. Similarly, while we often take over-the-counter medications without much thought, frequent use of drugs like ibuprofen or paracetamol can damage your liver. Another factor we rarely consider is our environment. For example, chronic low-level infections, imbalances in essential minerals, and exposure to everyday chemicals from pollutants to certain personal care products can also impact liver health. So in this video, we'll not only explore 12 weird signs of liver damage, but 4 surprising foods that ruin your liver that many people eat every day. And most importantly, we will also discuss powerful home remedies that can cleanse your liver to prevent any further liver damage. Just a quick reminder, this video is for educational purposes only, so speak to your doctor for diagnosis, prevention and treatment. The first symptom to take note of is the appearance of purple and red spots on the skin. These spots, also known medically as petechiae or ecchymosis, result from tiny blood vessels under the skin called capillaries breaking. The liver produces essential proteins required for blood clotting. If the liver is damaged, it might not produce enough of these clotting factors, leading to bleeding and the appearance of these spots. It's essential to understand that these spots aren't bruises, and they don't change color as bruises do when they heal. Next, if you constantly feel the urge to scratch or itch the palms of your hands or the soles of your feet, it could be another unusual sign of liver damage. This symptom, known as cholestasis itching, occurs when bile salts accumulate in the skin due to the liver's inability to process and excrete them properly. This accumulation irritates the skin, leading to persistent itchiness, particularly in the hands and feet. The third symptom is cracked heels. When your liver isn't working optimally, for example if you have fatty liver disease, it struggles to produce sufficient amounts of essential fatty acids and vitamins required for skin health. This can result in extremely dry skin, particularly on the feet. Over time, this dryness can lead to deep cracks and fissures on your heels. Symptom number 4 involves cognitive issues. If you begin to experience problems with concentration, memory lapses, or even mild confusion that wasn't present before, this might be linked to liver problems. Known as hepatic encephalopathy, this condition arises when the liver is unable to filter toxins from the blood effectively. These toxins can then reach the brain, affecting its functions and leading to cognitive disturbances. In more severe cases, it might even lead to changes in mood, personality, or motor functions. Moving on to symptom number 5, all white or clubbed nails. If you take a close look at your nails and find that they are either all white or have a clubbed appearance, this might indicate liver damage. The liver is responsible for producing various proteins, and its malfunction can alter nail health. White nails, or Terry's nails, result from the decrease in blood flow to the nail bed, while clubbed nails are due to low oxygen levels in the blood, both of which can be associated with liver problems. The 6th sign is yellowing of the skin. If you start to notice a distinct yellow hue to your skin, it might be an indication of fatty liver or liver damage. This condition, known as jaundice, occurs when there's a buildup of bilirubin in the bloodstream. Bilirubin is a yellow compound that the liver produces when it breaks down old red blood cells. A healthy liver will filter bilirubin and release it into the bile. However, a damaged liver may not be able to process bilirubin effectively, leading it to accumulate in the blood and skin, resulting in a yellowish tint. Moving on to symptom number 7, a swollen right foot. When your liver isn't functioning properly, it can lead to disruptions in blood flow. This can result in fluid accumulation, especially in the lower extremities. If you observe that your right foot and ankle appear more swollen than the left, it can be a significant sign of liver damage. This swelling, known as edema, can be particularly pronounced on the right side due to its proximity to the liver. Dark-colored urine is our next symptom. The liver produces a substance called bilirubin, a byproduct of old red blood cells. Typically, the liver processes bilirubin and releases it into the intestine in the form of bile. However, if the liver is damaged, bilirubin can leak into the bloodstream and urine, causing the urine to have a darker appearance. While occasional dark urine might be due to dehydration, persistent dark urine requires medical attention. Number 9. Right-sided pressure. If you frequently feel a sensation of pressure or discomfort on the right side of your rib cage, especially after meals, this could be a sign of liver damage. The liver, being located on the right side, can become inflamed or enlarged due to various liver conditions. As it swells, it can exert pressure on nearby organs and tissues, leading to this sensation of discomfort. Moreover, if there's an obstruction in the bile ducts connected to the liver, it can cause bile to back up, leading to further pressure and discomfort in the area. This pressure can sometimes radiate to the right shoulder due to irritation of the phrenic nerve. Symptom number 10 is a persistent bitter taste in the mouth. If you frequently experience a bitter or metallic taste in your mouth, especially upon waking up, it could be an indication of liver issues. The liver plays a pivotal role in detoxifying our bodies. When it's compromised, toxins can build up in the bloodstream. These toxins can then be exhaled into the mouth through the lungs, leading to this unpleasant taste. It can also be accompanied by bad breath, regardless of oral hygiene practices, as a result of these toxins. Next is red palms. If the palms of your hands turn a redder shade than usual, known as palmar erythema, it could be another sign of liver damage. When the liver isn't functioning properly, there can be a hormonal imbalance, particularly an increase in estrogen levels. This hormonal shift can lead to dilation of the blood vessels in the palms, causing them to appear redder. It's particularly noticeable in the base of the thumb and little finger and can sometimes be accompanied by warmth in the palms. Finally, excessive fatigue. The first step to a healthy liver is to eliminate certain foods from your diet. So let's go over 4 of the most harmful ingredients to your liver. Number 1 is high fructose corn syrup. Often lurking in seemingly harmless products like certain cereals or bottled juices, this sweetener is a heavyweight when it comes to burdening the liver. Unlike glucose, which can be processed by our body's cells, fructose is almost exclusively metabolized by the liver, leading to potential fat buildup. Next, you should avoid foods with excessive omega-6 fatty acids. While essential in small amounts, a disproportionate intake, often from processed vegetable oils like sunflower or corn oil, can lead to inflammation. This chronic inflammation can stress the liver over time. Number 3, certain artificial sweeteners. Surprisingly, not all sugar replacements are liver-friendly. Some, like aspartame, require the liver for metabolism and should be avoided at all costs. Finally, there are charred foods. Those charred bits on barbecued meats, while tasty, are a source of harmful compounds called advanced glycation end products, AGEs, that the liver then needs to process and detoxify. Now, let's talk about the best foods and remedies to cleanse your liver. A fascinating but often overlooked natural way to improve liver health is the world of resistant starches. Resistant starches aren't your typical carbohydrates. Instead of breaking down in the small intestine as most carbs do, they travel further to the large intestine. There, they function as prebiotics, feeding our beneficial gut bacteria, which, in turn, has a positive ripple effect on our liver's health. The liver, you see, is intrinsically tied to our gut's health. A thriving gut microbiome ensures minimal leakage of toxins into the bloodstream. With fewer toxins to contend with, the liver's burden is significantly reduced. Furthermore, when our gut bacteria feast on resistant starches, they produce compounds like butyrate. This short-chain fatty acid not only quells inflammation but also bolsters liver function. How do we integrate resistant starches into our daily routine? Let's consider potatoes. Most of us consume them hot, right off the stove or oven. But if we were to let them cool after cooking, a fascinating transformation occurs. Some of the digestible starches rearrange themselves into resistant starches. This means that cold potato salads or even a chilled roasted potato snack suddenly become a vessel for liver health. Similarly, slightly green bananas are a treasure trove of resistant starch. Including fermented foods like kefir, kombucha, and naturally fermented sauerkraut can also introduce beneficial bacteria to our gut that have been shown to produce compounds which can bind to toxins and aid their removal. Next, for a drink that's both refreshing and beneficial for your liver, warm up a cup of water till it's just about lukewarm, a temperature that ensures the preservation of the nutrients we're about to add and also facilitates better absorption in the body. To this, grate in a thumb-sized piece of fresh organic ginger. Now, add a teaspoon of turmeric. Turmeric is rich in curcumin, and is one of the best spices to cleanse your liver. Lastly, squeeze in the juice of half a lemon. Lemon helps in producing bile, which is essential for digestion and toxin removal. Stir this mixture well and drink it preferably on an empty stomach in the morning. It's a straightforward way to give your liver a daily boost. And as you go about your day, think about adding other liver-friendly foods to your meals. Even small additions, like a sprinkle of cinnamon or a few dandelion greens, can make a difference over time. If you enjoyed this video, watch this one, and don't forget to subscribe.